What's keeping most people broke has nothing to do with intelligence. A Harvard MBA can go bankrupt. A janitor with no degree can die with millions. The difference isn't what you know, it's how you behave with money. Every day, millions of people earn decent incomes and still feel broke. They're not spending on emergencies. They're spending to look successful to people who aren't even paying attention to them. Today, we break down the financial truths Wall Street never teaches you, the psychology behind wealth, and why most people will never feel rich, no matter how much they earn. Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money, has sold over 10 million copies worldwide. His core message is simple but powerful. Your financial behavior matters infinitely more than your financial knowledge. Imagine someone who never finished college. They save consistently, invest patiently, and resist comparing themselves to others. According to Housel, that person can do better than most Wall Street professionals. Now imagine someone with a Harvard degree and a Wall Street career. They let lifestyle inflation eat every raise. They chase status, they borrow to look wealthy, and they go broke. It happens constantly. The number one thing keeping people broke, according to Housel, isn't low income. It's an overwhelming sense of comparison, always measuring what you have against what someone else has. When your parents' generation compared themselves financially, the pool was small. Their neighbors, their coworkers, a few faces on TV. That was it. The comparison was manageable. Today, your comparison group is a global algorithm. Instagram and TikTok show you the most successful, most wealthy people on the planet, 100 times a day. No matter how well you're doing, someone on your feed is doing better. That treadmill has no end. There is no income level at which you'll finally feel rich enough because the goalpost keeps moving, and the algorithm keeps showing you someone further ahead. It is designed to make you feel behind. Morgan Housel worked as a valet at a luxury hotel in Los Angeles. Every time someone pulled up in a Ferrari, he'd stop and stare at the car. But he noticed something important. He never looked at the driver. He realized, nobody is impressed with you. They're impressed with what you own, because they're imagining themselves having it. They're not thinking about you, they're busy thinking about themselves. All happiness is the gap between expectations and reality. The life you're living versus the life you expect to live. The wider that gap, the more miserable you feel. The narrower it gets, the better life becomes. That's why someone can earn $200,000 and still feel broke. Their lifestyle, their expectations, their sense of what they deserve, all grew faster than their paycheck. More money arrived, but more expectations followed. And that's why someone on a modest income can feel completely free. Not because they're settling for less, because their expectations align with their reality. Contentment is a skill, not an income level. Housel describes a powerful thought experiment. Imagine you lived on a deserted island where no one could see what you owned. What kind of house would you choose? What car? Most people instantly shift from status to utility. Status requires an audience. Wealth doesn't. The moment you remove the audience, the desire for most luxury items collapses. What remains is what actually improves your life, not what signals your success to strangers. Every dollar you spend falls into one of two buckets. Either you're spending to genuinely improve your life, or you're spending to make others think better of you. Honest self-reflection on which bucket you're filling will save you thousands. And here's the truth. Your partner, your children, your real friends, they don't care about the car or the watch. They care about whether you show up for them. That's where actual wealth lives. There's a critical difference between being rich and being wealthy. Rich means you can afford things right now. Wealthy means you have money you're deliberately not spending, savings that buy you independence. The Vanderbilt family was the richest in American history, $500 billion by today's standards. They gave it all to their children to spend as lavishly as possible. Within a few generations, almost all of it was gone. Every single Vanderbilt heir reported feeling miserable. They had more money than anyone in history, and no independence. Everything about their lives, including who they could marry, was dictated by family expectations and social pressure. Their descendant, Anderson Cooper, was the first Vanderbilt to receive no trust fund. He had to build his own career and earn his own freedom, and he's described it as one of the greatest gifts he ever received. True wealth is independence, waking up every morning knowing you can do whatever you want that day. Your savings is what buys that. Not the car, not the status symbol, not the designer watch. just freedom. Housel says every dollar he saves feels like buying a dollar of independence today, not in the future. Right now, tonight. That $100 in savings buys him a night of sleeping better. That's the real payoff. Compare that to debt. Every dollar of debt is a piece of your future that belongs to someone else. The bank owns that portion of your time, your choices, your freedom. Savings build independence. Debt destroys it. Most people think of savings as money they're not spending yet. Housel thinks of it differently. Savings is money he's already spent on independence, on peace of mind, on the ability to walk away when needed. To make saving automatic, treat it like rent, not optional, not negotiable. Set up your bank to move money into savings the moment your paycheck hits. Remove the decision, remove the temptation, remove the behavior. Now let's talk about the most powerful force in wealth building that most people never actually use. Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion, and 99% of that was accumulated after his 60th birthday. That is the power of compound interest. It's not about earning extraordinary returns, it's about how long you stay in the game. Average returns sustained for decades produce extraordinary results. Time is the real variable. Consider Ronald Reed, a janitor who spent his entire life in modest circumstances. No financial education, no Wall Street connections, but he saved what little he could and invested patiently for over 70 years. When Ronald Reed died, he left $8 million to local hospitals and libraries. $8 million from a janitor's salary. The only strategy he used was patience, consistency, and leaving it alone. You don't need to beat the market. You don't need secret strategies. If you can be an average investor for an above-average period of time, you'll end up in the top 1%. Not because of skill, because of time. The formula for financial success is kindergarten-level simple. Spend less than you earn. Save the difference. Invest it patiently in boring index funds. Keep your expectations in check. Stop comparing. That is literally the entire playbook. The smartest financial decision most people never make isn't a complex investment strategy. It's this. Control your expectations. Live slightly below your means. Save consistently. Be patient. Let time do the rest. Check your bank account balance every single day. Not to stress, just to stay aware. Most people who struggle with money genuinely don't know what comes in or goes out. Awareness is step one. You don't need intelligence to get good with money. You need behavior. And behavior is something every person watching this has the power to change. Not tomorrow, not next month. Starting today. If this changed how you think about money, subscribe to Finance North Star. We break down wealth strategies, financial psychology, and money principles every single day, the kind most people never learn. Hit the like button if this video gave you a new perspective on money. It tells the algorithm this is worth sharing, and it might reach someone who really needs to hear it. The next video is already waiting for you. We go even deeper on the wealth strategies most people will never be taught. Don't miss it. See you there.